Hi, good afternoon everyone. This is Sirisha Varma, founder of Branding by Pixels, a digital marketing and business strategy company based out of Hyderabad. Since yesterday, I have decided that I'll be doing a Facebook Live as well as an Instagram Live directly from my pages. These live session will be every day at 4 o'clock, wherein we'll be taking two questions, one on business strategy and one on digital marketing. I wanted to break it down into two different parts. One for the business community, which might more be interested regarding how they can take their business online, or they might have questions regarding is taking their business online the right thing for them to do. And the second is specifically for the digital marketing community. There are lots of people who try their hand at digital marketing, but they most of them also need to know about fundamentals. That is how this market is going to get more capable people who will be able to serve their customers better. That is the reason we have divided this live session into two different portions, two different questions, one for the business strategy and one for digital marketing. Yesterday I did this live on my own profile, which I'll be sharing on my business page, which is Branding by Pixels. But today I wanted to do it directly from my business page, so that is why I am here. So if you have any specific questions, you can leave it in the comment section, and if it falls within the time range that I have for this session, I will definitely take it up immediately. If not, then in my next session next day, I will take up those questions. I hope you will find this live sessions interesting and you get to learn something about this digital space. So my first question for today is, it is a very interesting question. So we pick up these questions from the audiences that we have. We get these questions directly from our website form fills, or from our other social media pages. Like, we have a Quora page as well, so we get these questions from Quora. We also get these questions on our social media posts. I wanted to pick up this question specifically because many people have this question in their mind, but they may not know whom to ask, or they might not feel very comfortable asking it. But this is a very interesting question and this is very appropriate. So I thought I should definitely pick this up and answer this question. So the first question regarding business strategy is, has anyone become rich in India by an online business? India, as you know, is predominantly mostly into brick and mortar kind of businesses. Even today, many people invest in a brick and mortar kind of setup. They don't think online business is still feasible to that extent as it is in the developed countries. I found this question very interesting just for that sake, because now everything is moving digital. I mean, post COVID, you all know the pandemic situation that we are facing. We have restrictions regarding movement. There will still be physical restrictions even though the lockdown is taken off. I thought it would be this would be the right platform to answer this question. I don't have one specific business for you. I want to give you examples of three different businesses which have made money or which became rich by only using the digital space, which only exists on the digital space. There might be some businesses which have also done like a physical as well as an online kind of setup. So it is a combination of business models that they have used. But all these examples that I will be talking about today have a predominant digital presence, whereas a very less or lower physical presence. The first example that I would like to talk about, because most of the people on my business page are from business community, and they use this website on a daily basis, probably. And they also advertise on this website. This website is a very well known website, and they have made crores of rupees just by being on the digital space. So the first example that I would like to talk about is India Mart. India Mart was established in 1996 by two cousins, one Mr. Dinesh Agrawal and one Mr. Brijesh Agrawal, and they are into three different categories of business. One is B2B, that is business to business sales, B2C, business to customer sales, and C2C, that is customer to customer sales. So on their platform, they have all these three business models. So and they started India Mart in 96 with an investment of 40,000 rupees. So way back in 96, probably we would, most of us would not even have had a telephone, or we would not even have heard about internet, or we would not have had even a computer in our homes. But back then only, these cousins, they started a format of business which was specifically on the digital space. So currently, what are the stats? They have 72.3 crore visits on their website in 29, with 70% of people searching their database on the website on mobile. So I keep talking about this, wherein I say in the 21st century, 70% of searches will happen on a mobile device. So make sure if you have an active website that it is mobile friendly. What does that mean? Mobile friendly means when you load that website, that is when you try to access that website through your mobile phone, it renders properly. Right. So 72.3 crore visits happened in 2019, with 70% from mobile on India Mart. Now let us look at their revenues. They have about 507 crores as their revenues. So that is our example number one of business which became rich by in India only by using digital space. Now the second is a very well known customer to customer kind of business. The second brand is very well known in all the metropolitan cities, which is called as Chumbak. So I am really not sure if you have heard of it, but Chumbak is supposed to be India's first digital success story. So Chumbak is a brand which was created by a couple, that is people who are married to each other. They started with fridge magnets, but now they have moved into Indian figurines, as well as they also have fashion as part of their catalog. So Chumbak was started in 2010, and the best part is this brand has been growing year on year. So most of the brands, when they are created, they might grow probably in the first few years, right? But after a point of time, they stop growing. But the best part with Chumbak is they have been growing year on year at around a pace of 300%. Right. So Chumbak is a success story of a business which is based out of India and is hugely reliant on the digital space. And they have a turnover of more than 40 crores, because this is a private limited company even at this point of time. It is not a publicly traded company. They don't have to reveal their actual turnover. So we are really not sure if 40 crores is their actual turnover or if they are making more money. But I think they are making more money. Now, this is one business which has a combination of business models wherein they have a digital presence, but they also have some stores. But if you look at the proportion of their digital presence when compared to their physical stores, the physical stores presence is very minuscule and the stores are very tiny. So they have only a set of products that are out there in the store, but most of their catalog is available only on their website. So that is your second success story. The third success story is Zivame. Zivame is known by all female audience because it is a lingerie brand, and this was established in 2011 by Richa Kar. Richa Kar was an IIT plus MBA graduate. So she started this way back in 2012. She had the vision that India will become a digital economy soon. So at this point of time, again, Zivame is a brand which has a combination of both business models, physical as well as digital, but they have very few, just like Chumbak, their physical presence is very limited, whereas their website has lots of catalogs, but their physical presence is probably one store in a mall, somewhere in a metro city, and then they also have very limited range. It is just for the touch and feel of the product that they have created those, but their primary business happens only through their website. So at this point of time, they have a 100 million valuation, which is around 10 crores. But again, this company is not publicly traded yet, so we don't know actually how much are their revenues, because they don't have to display it if it is not a publicly traded company. So just to wrap it up, the question was, has anyone become rich in India by an online business? Yes, definitely. There is a lot of scope for you to become rich in India as well, using only a digital business or using a business which has only an online presence. I have given you 3 examples, very well known brands these are. One is India Mart with revenues of around 507 crores. The second one is Chumbak, which has an year-on-year growth of around 300% with a turnover of 40 crores, and Zivame, the lingerie brand, which has a turnover of around 10 crores. So I hope you found this interesting. And you would also look at taking your business online or selling your products online. If you have such a thought process, then definitely ping me. I would love to have a discussion with you. I will also put up a Google Forms link in the description of this post. You can click on that link. You can schedule some time with me. This is a free call. We are just trying to help the small business owner community, because these are very testing times for a small business owner. So we are just trying to make them understand how they can actually change their business models, because changing your business model is something that you would have to do now. This is a pandemic stricken world. You know, there will be lots of constraints on physical movements even post lockdown. Because of lockdown, there are many businesses which have stopped their production, which have stopped their revenues for the past 2 or 3 months, and this is not something that will go away until and unless a vaccine is created. This threat will always be there. So make sure, so this is the best time for you to look at other kind of business models, not just the brick and mortar one, but also the digital one. So if you want to have a discussion, I'll put my Google Forms link in the description. You can fill it up, schedule some time with me. It is a free call. We just want to understand and help as many small business owners as we can. Now, the second question is specifically for digital marketing people. So as part of digital marketing, creation of a website is also an important topic, and we have different tools to create websites on. Creation of website is important because all the digital activity runs around or is broadly created around your website, right? So just like if you have a physical store, then everything revolves around your physical store. But in the digital world, website is just like your physical store. So everything that you create, all the activity that you do surrounds your website. So that is the reason website creation is very important, and you have different tools that you can use to create a website. Now there are today we are going to talk about 2 different e-commerce tools through which a website can be created. One is Shopify and one is Magento. And today we are going to talk about the comparison between Shopify as a platform versus Magento as a platform. So there are certain points that I have made here regarding which platform. So if I have to tell you which platform is better, Shopify or Magento for your specific business, it is not a generic statement that can be made. So until and unless we understand what is your business, we understand what you are trying to achieve through your website, we will not be able to tell you which specific platform is the best platform for you. But on a generic basis, this is what each of these platforms can do. Now, both Shopify and Magento are leading e-commerce solutions, which which are used by small business owners across the world. The first point, so in the comparison list, I have 5 points noted down here. The first point is regarding e-commerce features. So any e-commerce website needs to have certain features, right? So some of the specific features that any e-commerce website should have are shopping cart, checkout, we have product pages, etc. But if you are looking at customization, so most of these features both the platform Shopify and Magento are very good at. But if you are looking at any specific customization regarding any specific feature, e-commerce feature, then Shopify does not allow for any customizations because it is a very template based kind of website e-commerce platform. But Magento definitely allows you for customization. But of course, Magento is a very costly affair. So if you want to create a Magento website, it's very costly because it is mostly like a coded website. So you would need developers who have knowledge of how Magento works, and it will be a costly affair. But Shopify is a very economic affair. So if you look at e-commerce features customization, Magento definitely has the ability to be customized, but again, it cannot be customized by yourself. You need to hire developers to do it. Shopify does not allow for customization because it already comes with most of the features that most of the small business owners will be needing to start their business journey online. So it does not allow for customization. The second is performance. So performance of a website is how quickly the website is able to load, because since you are in e-commerce, if the products don't load quickly, then there is a missed sale opportunity, because people nowadays will not sit around to look at what other products you have in store. So if your page is not loading, they will skip and they will go to some other website. So you have lost that sale. That is why the second important point is regarding performance. Now, performance again, Magento is like an installation kind of uh, website platform. So that means you will have your specific server on which you can install Magento and then start using it. But Shopify is like a shared space. So it's definitely based on cloud, but you also have a Shopify enterprise version. But enterprise version is generally for big business brands, like Kylie Jenner has her own brand which is on Shopify Plus. So Shopify, because of its shared space, the performance is a little lower side, whereas Magento, since it has a specific server, it is more towards the higher side. But if you have a limited number of products, if you're just starting out on e-commerce, I suggest you go with Shopify, because their performance is not very bad. It's a bit slow, but it will really not affect your website to that extent. If you have limited number of products, so if you're just starting out, then don't go with Magento. Magento, like I said, it's a very costly affair, even to create it and maintain it. But Shopify is the best option out there for you. Number third is storefront design. So most of the people who try to get their website done, and specifically for e-commerce, they like all these jingles and bells, and they like all these different themes and templates. So that is the storefront design, because you would want your storefront to look as different as is possible, right? Like again, both Magento and Shopify have different themes and templates that you can use to start with. But for customization, if you don't like the themes and templates that are already existing, if you want some customization, Shopify does not allow for customization, whereas Magento will allow you to do some customizations. The fourth point is customer friendly. So customer friendly does not mean friendly to your customers. What I mean is friendly towards you. So if you are a small business owner, you want to start a business on your own, then you are the customer to these platforms, right? So how friendly are these websites for you to start and launch your business on the digital space? If you like I already discussed, Magento is a costly affair. If you want to do anything on Magento, you cannot do it by yourself. You need to hire developers, because there is lots of coding involved in this. But Shopify is a very easy easy to set up kind of platform. So by yourself you can do, or you can hire a digital agency which can help you with creating a Shopify website. Now, the fifth most important point. So, e-commerce works on one principle and one principle only, which is offers and discounts. So, if you look at even the big websites like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, etc., they have sale running all together throughout the year, right? That is because e-commerce actually works on coupons and discounts. So previously, the feature of creating a coupon or creating a discount and then applying it on the website was only available on Magento. But Shopify now gives you an opportunity to create your own coupons, create your own discounts whenever you want on your website. So that is the best feature that I found in the e-commerce platform, because as a small business owner, you would have to compete with all these big companies like Flipkart, Amazon, or Myntra. So why not give discounts or coupons to your loyal customers so that you can make them keep coming back, right? So if it is easy to create, you can easily use it and your customers will thank you for it. So to wrap it up, Shopify versus Magento, both of these are leading e-commerce solutions. E-commerce features, both of these do provide all the e-commerce features, but if you are looking at customizations, it can be done only in Magento. Shopify does not allow for customizations, but most of the small businesses don't actually need customizations. You can just go with the default template or theme, and that would suffice to start getting sales. The second one is performance. Of course, Shopify is built on a shared space server, but if you have lots of products, then you can also go for Shopify Enterprise solution, wherein it is installed on your own server, so it is much more secure. And Magento has a specific service that it is being installed on. Storefront design, you have themes and templates which are available for both Magento and Shopify. Again, customization is not available for Shopify, it is only available for Magento. Customer friendly, that is how friendly are the platforms to create and start running your websites. Magento is a bit costly and it is time taking process, so you would have to hire developers, and generally it takes at least a month before the website can be live and up. But Shopify is easy to set up, so the website can be up and live within week to 10 days. Now offers and discounts, this is the moving part which runs e-commerce store. So both the platforms Magento and Shopify give you opportunities to create offers and discounts. So there is not one specific platform which is much better than the other one. So that is it for today. I hope you liked both our questions. I hope to see you live tomorrow. If you have any specific questions after seeing this video, you can leave your questions in the comment section. We will take it up the next day. Like I said, I'll be going live every day at 4 o'clock from my business page, which is Branding by Pixels. Also, if you are a small business owner, if you are planning to take your business online, or if you have any questions regarding whether taking your business online is the right thing for you to do or not, how advantageous it is, I'm going to leave a Google Forms link here down below. If you can fill it, you can schedule a specific call with me so that we can discuss and see whether this is the right business model for you or not. And apart from this, our success story has been that in April, when everything was shut, even Amazon and Flipkart were shut, we were able to generate sales of 46K for our e-commerce customer who is into kids wear. This is for pre-orders. The shipping will happen once the lockdown opens, but through pre-orders we were able to generate revenues of 46K. So this can also be done for you. And if you have an e-commerce, if you have a digital presence or an e-commerce store, you can sell your products 24/7, 365 days, even when you're not before your computer, even when you're vacationing. So definitely look at this option of going digital, because if not today, then tomorrow you definitely have to become digital. That is where the whole world is going, and India will not be an exception to it. I hope you liked my live session. If you have any specific questions, like I said, please do drop it in the comment section. I will also leave my website URL in the post description. You can also go through our case studies that we have on our website. Thank you. Stay home and take care. And if you are celebrating Ramzan, then happy Ramzan. Nice talking to you. See you guys.